Chapter 1. The blood on the snow. The world was white and silent, save for the crunch of paws on fresh snow. Chiri, a steel-gray husky pup with piercing blue eyes, bounded playfully beside his mother, Nuna, while his two brothers tussled in the drifts. The pack had been traveling for days, seeking shelter from the relentless winter winds. Then came the scent, sharp, feral, unmistakable. A shadow moved between the trees. Nuna's ears pricked, her body tensing. She snarled, pushing her pups behind her. The black wolf emerged from the pines, its yellow eyes gleaming with hunger. It was larger than any wolf Chiri had seen, its fur like ink against the snow. The attack was swift. Nuna fought bravely, but the wolf was stronger. Chiri watched in horror as his mother's throat was torn open, her blood staining the snow crimson. His brothers yelped, trying to flee, but the wolf was merciless. One by one they fell. Chiri ran. He didn't stop until his legs gave out, collapsing in a hollow beneath an ancient spruce. Alone, shivering, and terrified, the pup whimpered into the night. The black wolf's howl echoed in the distance, a promise of death. Chapter 2. The law of the wild days blurred into weeks. Chiri survived by instinct, scavenging scraps from carcasses left by larger predators. He learned to avoid the coyotes that prowled in packs, to hide from the grizzlies that ruled the valleys. Hunger was a constant companion, but fear kept him sharp. One evening, as he gnawed on the frozen remains of a caribou, a shadow loomed over him. A massive lynx, its tufted ears twitching, hissed and swiped. Chiri barely dodged, his ribs aching from the near miss. He fled, but the lynx gave chase, its claws raking his flank. Just as he thought he would die, a sharp crack split the air. The lynx yowled and bolted. Chiri turned to see a human, tall, bearded, holding a smoking rifle. The man knelt, his dark eyes studying the trembling pup. "You're a fighter, ain't ya?" he murmured. Chiri growled, backing away, but something in the man's voice held no threat. The man tossed a strip of dried meat. Chiri hesitated, then snatched it, bolting into the trees. The man was Link Stevens, a trapper who roamed these lands. And though Chiri didn't know it yet, their paths would cross again. Chapter 3. The trapper's fire winter deepened. Chiri grew stronger, his body lean and hardened by survival. He hunted rabbits, stole from fox dens, and drank from icy streams. But the black wolf's scent still haunted him. One night, as a blizzard raged, Chiri caught the scent of smoke. Following it, he found Link's cabin, its chimney puffing warmth into the storm. The trapper sat outside, chewing tobacco, his eyes scanning the trees. Chiri's stomach growled. He crept closer, drawn by the smell of roasting meat. Link saw him, but didn't move. Instead, he placed a chunk of venison on a stump and stepped back. Chiri waited, then darted forward, seizing the meat. He ate quickly, watching Link warily. Night after night, he returned. Link never chased him, never raised his voice, only left food and spoke in low, steady tones. Then, one evening, Chiri didn't run. He sat just beyond the firelight, watching. Link smiled. "Guess you're sticking around, huh?" A tentative trust formed, one that would change them both. Chapter 4. The shadow returned. Spring came, and with it, new dangers. Chiri, now full-grown, stood tall and powerful, his steel-gray coat gleaming. He hunted alongside Link, warning him of bears and guiding him to game. The trapper treated him as a companion, not a pet. But the wilderness had not forgotten the black wolf. One evening, as Chiri patrolled the tree line, the scent hit him like a blow. His hackles rose, a deep growl rumbling in his chest. The wolf was near. Link sensed his unease. "What is it, boy?" Then, from the darkness, two yellow eyes gleamed. The black wolf stepped forward, larger than Chiri remembered, its muzzle streaked with scars. It didn't attack, not yet. It simply stared, as if remembering the pup that got away. Then it vanished into the night. Link exhaled. That's no ordinary wolf. Chiri knew this was a reckoning long overdue. Chapter 5. The Pact of Blood. The black wolf stalked them. It killed a caribou Link had been tracking, leaving the carcass torn but uneaten, a challenge. It howled at dusk, its voice shaking the pines. Link tightened his grip on his rifle. "We end this," Chiri agreed. They set a trap. Link baited a clearing with fresh meat, while Chiri waited in the shadows. The wolf was cunning, but so was he. When the beast came, it moved like smoke, silent, deadly. It sniffed the bait, then suddenly turned, locking eyes with Chiri. No more running. They clashed in a whirl of teeth and fur. Chiri fought with the strength of survival, of vengeance for his mother and brothers. The wolf was stronger, but Chiri was faster, dodging its lethal jaws. Link raised his rifle, but hesitated. This was Chiri's fight. With a final, desperate lunge, Chiri locked his teeth onto the wolf's throat. The beast thrashed, then stilled. Silence. Chiri released his grip, panting. The black wolf was dead. Link approached, kneeling beside him. "You did it, boy." Chiri looked at the trapper, then at the wilderness beyond. He had avenged his family, but something else had changed. He was no longer alone. Chapter 6. The bond unbroken summer painted the land in greens and golds. Chiri stayed with Link, not as a pet, but as a partner. They hunted together, weathered storms, and shared the quiet of the wild. One evening, as the sun dipped below the peaks, Link scratched behind Chiri's ears. "Guess we're stuck with each other, huh?" Chiri leaned into his touch. The black wolf was gone. The past was settled, but the future, that was theirs to shape. And so, beneath the endless northern sky, the steel-gray husky and the trapper walked on, side by side. The end.